Hi everybody, it's Alexis, a level 2 occupational therapy student, and for this week I'm going to be doing a series all about handwriting. So I'm going to be talking about various things including the correct grasp that you should have for handwriting, letter formation, letter reversal, line awareness, and then spacing, all important things to be successful in handwriting. So for this first video, we're going to be starting with the basics of just the finger grasp and how you should be holding a pen or a pencil. So about when a child is between like 5 and 6 years old, the appropriate finger grasp should be a dynamic tripod grasp. So a dynamic tripod grasp is when you're holding the writing utensil and it's resting against the middle finger, and while the thumb and the index finger are controlling the pencil. So if you have a pen, how you would hold it is that the pen would be resting up against the middle finger like so, and then the thumb and the index finger would be the ones controlling it. So that is kind of how a grasp should look like when a child is between the ages of 5 and 6. So the tripod grasp is super important because if you have an inefficient or immature grasp, it can cause first writer's cramps. Also, it can cause incorrect letter formation, which we'll be talking about in a video coming up. You can have decreased speed because you lack the control, and then you may have too much or too little pencil pressure on the paper. I know when I was in elementary school, I had an immature grasp, and I always applied way too much pressure, and then I ended up getting like a little bump on my finger. So we don't want that. So the correct grasp is a dynamic tripod grasp, where it's going to be resting against the middle finger like so, and then your index finger and your thumb are going to be the ones controlling it. So a few tips on how to kind of improve that tripod grasp is proper positioning. So you want your hips and knees at 90 degrees. You want your feet flat on the floor, and then you also want your elbows bent at a 90-degree angle. So proper positioning is always best. You can use small pencils. So later in this video, we're going to be using an activity with like Q-tips. So kind of like that size, like those golf pencils that you could get. You could provide proper cues in order for proper finger placement so that they know like what finger is supposed to be the one that the pen is resting on. And then you can also use a rubber band to wrap around the pencil or draw dots on the pencil on where the fingers should be placed. You can use different pencil grips. There's numerous pencil grips out there that you could use. And then you could also try holding like a pom-pom or cotton ball in under the ring in the pinky fingers to help encourage the stabilization. And then also you can practice activities that utilize that grasp as well. So we're going to practice a activity today that's going to help with the grasp, but it also helps with like letter formation, which we'll be talking about in another video. So what you'll need for this activity is just a paper plate or anything that you can put paint on. I have two different kinds of paint. I have a red and a green, a permanent marker, piece of paper, and then Q-tips. I just brought two out. So what you would do is you're just gonna put some paper on the, or excuse me, put some paint on the paper. I'm gonna move the camera down so you can see this in just a second. Alright, so what you would do is, move the camera down so you can see. So you have your paint and you have your paper, and say you want them just a simple word of, let's do hat. So you're just going to write out the word hat. Like so. You see that? And then all you're going to have them do is take this Q-tip like this, and make sure you're doing the tripod grasp so it's resting against the middle finger. Your index and your thumb are going to be the one controlling it, and you're just going to dip it in the paint like so, and you're just going to dot it. So basically you're hitting a lot of key concepts actually. So you're working on the tripod grasp. You're also working on visual motor skills. You're working on letter formation, fine motor skills. So you're working on all these different things. So you're just going to have them outline that. So that's basically what the activity is. And it's supposed to help promote the tripod grasp because you are using a smaller instrument, which is going to help. So that is all you have to do. So what I would do is just write a bunch of different words, simple words, and then have them outline it like so, like that. And then make sure that they're always having the Q-tip like this. So I'm going to move the camera back up. So that's just a fun activity that you can do. You can also do like different colors. Like I had the green, but I didn't end up using it, so you can use different colors for different things. Maybe you want to use the green for the taller letters, red for the short letters, things like that. So you can get as creative as you want. But that activity is just kind of to help you promote that tripod grasp, as well as other things like I mentioned earlier, like visual motor, letter formation, your fine motor skills. So that is the video over the correct grasp that you should have. In my next video, we're going to be talking about tips on how to promote letter formation. Thank you.